How everybody's got a crazy notion on their own. Some like to mix up with the crowd, some like to be alone. It's no one else's business as far as I can see. But every time that I go out, the people stare at me with my little ukulele in my hand. Of course the people do not understand. Some say, why don't you be a scamp, why don't you read a book? But I got much more pleasure when I'm playing with me uke. Of course I take no notice, you can tell. For mother sound advice will always stand. She said, my boy, do as I say, and you'll never go astray if you keep your ukulele in your hand. Yes, son, keep your ukulele in your hand. While walking on the prom one night, as peaceful as can be, when some young girl said, what about a walk down by the sea? She said her name was Jen and that she'd just come for the day. She looked so young and harmless that I couldn't turn away. So with me little ukulele in my hand, me and Jen, we walked along the sand. We walked along for miles without a single care or frown. But when we reached the sand dune, she said, come on, let's sit down. I felt so shy and bashful sitting there, 'cause the thing she said I didn't understand. She said, your love just makes me dizzy. Come on, big boy, let's get busy. But I kept my ukulele in my hand. Yes, sir, I kept my ukulele in my hand. Made up my mind that I'd get wet some 18 months ago. I also bought a book about the things a boy should know. But just about a week ago I had an awful fright. I had to get dressed quickly in the middle of the night, and with my little ukulele in my hand, I went running down the street to Dr. Brand. It didn't take him long to get his little bag of tools. I held his hat and coat and let him have me book of rules. Out the bedroom door he looked and smiled. He said, come inside and see your wife and child. My heart is filled with joy, I could see it was a boy, for he had a ukulele in his hand. Oh baby, he had a ukulele in his hand.